Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.
Happy 420, motherfuckers. This is The Building Downtown. Follow us on Twitter at The Building DT. I'm your host, Jason Kelly. You can follow me at JKellyMMA. Join with my co-host, Kiril Kasatskiy. Glad to have him back.
What up?
How you doing on this fine April 20th, 2020?
Oh, I'm good. I'm lighting up this
Granddaddy Perp.
huge joint of Granddaddy Perp. Yeah, about to fucking take a flight for the show, you know?
Yes, weed smokers around the world rejoice on this day for anyone who's been living under a rock for the past however many decades. And it's not something I partake in a whole bunch. Do you even know what the story is? I've heard a bunch over the years. I've heard it's because it's the day you should start growing. I've heard...
I honestly have no idea.
Me fucking neither.
No clue.
I know there's some people that they light up at 420 every day. I'm probably smoking at that time anyway, so...
Yeah, I don't think it's, you know what I mean? It's just like I accept it as there's a day for everything, right? There's a Labor Day, there's a fucking, you know what I mean? There's an Army Day, whatever the fuck it is. There's a Women's Day, there's got to be a weed day, so this is what it is.
There's a website actually for fucking National Whatever Day, and there's multiple things every day of the year, the dumbest shit.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
National Dog Collar Day, and just the dumbest
I don't
shit.
know what comes up with that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
assholes, that's who.
National Dog Collar Day. Really?
But yeah, it's not like either one of us use marijuana really for medicinal purposes. We're recreational smokers. We're also not we're not tie-dyed t-shirt wearing fucking hippies who are like, oh, I use this soil from the Bruce Peninsula to grow my fucking da-da-da. But we enjoy weed, so I think that makes us eligible to celebrate 420.
Oh, I more than enjoy it. It's just, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't, what do you call it? I don't pay too much attention. It's like a part of my life, you know what I mean?
It's just a thing that happens daily.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like going to the bathroom.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, this Granddaddy Purple is really nice.
It's one of my, definitely, like, I don't know, top 3, top 5, something like that. Out of the ones you can actually recognize. There's so many fucking names nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw something the other day from a Tri-City, the place that we order from usually, called Alaskan Thunderfuck. It was a sativa. That sounds to me like a fucking crack cocaine overdose. That sounds like paranoia in a bud.
But then again, there's these names, right? That's what I'm saying. It's only a few that I can actually recognize and know that that's what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? When I look at it, but
and if they attach the name Kush to anything, it fucking...
Well, you can tell what Kush is. It's that thick fucking taste in your throat. You know what I mean? You can tell what Kush is from a normal weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is a grade A weed.
Some people just fucking... They slap the word Kush on there. Nobody will know the difference.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean,
I'm not a fan of most sativas.
I like it. It's just when it's too strong, it's too much of an anxiety attack.
That's exactly what it's like. I smoke weed to relax and fucking just actually be dumb for the day.
Bro, this one time, I had this weed and I didn't know what it is. It was just like, you know what I mean? It was a street deal, so it didn't come with a brand name or nothing. And fucking, so I'm like, I smoked a big joint. It's a nice sunset, right? So I'm thinking, like, throw something like Low Rider on and just, you know what I mean? Just cruise, right? I finished smoking this joint, man. And it was the biggest fucking paranoid trip ever. And I had to stay outside for work, you know what I mean? And I'm just fucking, oh my God, that was shitty. As much as I'm a smoker too, you know what I mean? Like, that literally tripped me out. I'm like, everybody's after me.
What's going on? First time I ever smoked shatter. I went to this is, for those in the world that don't know, we're in Canada, and marijuana is completely legal here. But when it was illegal... You had to go to a guy, see a friend, and he told me that I heard of shatter but never tried it. And he told me he had some. I asked if I wanted to try it, and I was like, sure. So him and his buddy were there, and I didn't know his buddy from fucking, like, I didn't know him at all, right? Never met him before or anything. So this guy fucking makes me this bowl of shatter, and his buddy's there, doesn't even know me, and he's like, yo, what are you doing to him, bro? What are you doing? Don't. Yeah.
You're supposed to dab, right?
So I hit this thing. And buddy's like, keep smoking. He's using a torch for it. And I coughed my lungs out, whatever, sit there for a few minutes. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. I go to hop in my car. I go to leave. Driving down Ottawa Street. And I start losing my mind. I'm like, oh my God, people are following me. And I've seen this car twice. I had to pull in a grocery store parking lot, get out of my fucking car, and jog to the grocery store. I go in the grocery store thinking, I'll get away from everyone in here. You don't go to the grocery store to get away from people. Right, holy fuck, man. I went nuts. That's like the only time I ever got paranoid from marijuana products.
If it's a strong sativa, I get it sometimes. You know what I mean? I react wrong with it. That's why I like my hybrids, right?
A lot of hybrids are nice. I like very indica dominant hybrids. Indica is what I go with.
I love the indica high. I fucking hate the burnout. You know what I mean?
Plus,
like if you smoke like a granddaddy fucking nice, good sized joint in the morning, for me the day's gonna be ruined. Bro.
your day was ruined today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Right?
You had a little granddaddy, a little borscht.
Oh yeah,
Bedtime.
Fucking outski. I was planning on just like a 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get up and do some shit. You're right,
That's not happening,
buddy.
That's not happening. Some other like older strains I could think of, like Northern Lights back in the day.
But that was a grade A, right? That wasn't Kush.
No, definitely not.
There was White Shark too, or White Widow.
Great,
White Widow was good.
White Widow and Great White Shark.
That shit too. Yeah, that was just what I mean. So like, and then it was the strains that were circulating. They were recognizable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's just a different name every fucking time. I don't know what it is. That's why I'm happy when I get Granddaddy or some shit. You know what I mean? Or like when you get the purple. You know what I mean? Any of the purples. You know what I mean? You can pretty much see.
Violator's another nice one I've gotten recently.
But do you know how to recognize it?
No, see that's what I was gonna say actually. With these
fucking
online dispensaries and shit like that, or whatever the hookup may be. Sure, there's a description there, and that description might be accurate, but did the grower grow it properly so it's gonna give what the description should be of that strain?
Man, I get as anal as they look up pictures and shit. You know what I mean? It has to be at least matching somewhat.
Oh yeah. I hate when
they
they just they take like a picture out of High Times and they put it on their fucking website or whatever, and they say fucking like this is what the strain looks like, and then you get it. It's like that's not what you're fucking selling though,
right? I would love for it to be, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't get into it that deep to fucking go and look up what's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good weed is good weed, but I'm happy when that's what I'm saying. I'm happy when I get my hands on the Granddaddy or like they do Purple OG. You know what I'm saying? That shit's pretty recognizable, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to think of some other of my favorite strains I've had since there's been an abundance of all these names, whether they're legit or not. Obviously, the legalization of marijuana in Canada gave us more access to strains, not necessarily weed, but
we're gonna get there soon. You should see California. Oh my God, man!
Isn't their weed really expensive though?
Well, it depends. Yeah, kind of, sort of. I guess. Fuck, I don't remember. What was I paying? No, not. You know what I'm saying? I've paid probably like it was $100. It was under $100. You know what I'm saying? Like 80 or 90, some shit like that at the dispensary in California.
Yep.
And I walked out with 4.8. So that's 4 half quarters.
And how much did you spend?
Like $80, $90.
80, 90 American?
Yeah, 4 half quarters is what, half ounce?
Yeah.
So that's not too bad.
No, it's not great by any fucking means.
But it's not too bad.
It's like, what, 140
because from
bucks?
what you hear in New York, they're paying, for fuck's sakes. You're not getting...
Yeah, but it's not legal there.
I guess. But what I'm saying is, you walk in, it's a fucking... You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a legit store. There's this, that. They're short of... I'm pretty sure you could even probably try it. You know what I mean? Like...
Apparently Weed Maps is popping in New York City. I didn't know that Weed Maps was fucking... Like, I thought it was just around here.
Oh, no, buddy. It's fucking...
I didn't know shit was like that. Yeah, fucking...
I went through their menu once, and I was just clicking. It was just like shit. It's everywhere.
I was looking for something for Amy Barton, because she lives in Brooklyn. And she doesn't have weed hookup. She's not a weed smoker, but fucking she could use some right now. Yeah, I asked a friend of mine. She was like, will she use Weed Maps? I was like, that shit's in New York. She was like, it's everywhere. I was like, holy fuck.
I was going to see, I'm not sure about Europe, but I'm pretty, like, all over America, that's for sure. Like,
wow.
They're fucking, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was just around here.
Wouldn't that be like a bullseye?
Well, you'd think so.
Right?
You'd
Like,
think so. But either way, that's still not legal like California, right?
yeah, but California shit is just, that's what I'm saying. They too did, because they've been on medicinal license for a while,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Everybody,
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that shit? It's the cough.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh, that's bad. You got glaucoma.
No shit. Yeah. That's a bad cough. You got glaucoma.
Right, so fucking, they went from that to actually being legal. So all these people were already ready. You know what I'm saying? Like the dispensaries and shit, right? Because they've been getting it through glaucoma licenses and shit. Now there's free for all, bro. All kinds of packaging and all kinds of, you know what I mean? Like they've elevated the shit. Like it's, I hope it's gonna get like that here soon too. You know what I mean? Because our dispensaries are what, man? Last time I spent $60 for a half a quarter and fucking rolling paper.
Oh, you're talking the government dispensaries?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck them, man. They suck shit. I mean,
And it might never be private because they would they let beer store go because Labatt owns that, right?
Labatt and Molson owned it. Yeah, yeah.
Right. I'm pretty sure government's still fucking pissed off about that. How would they let that
Oh,
go? You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
They're holding on tight to the LCBO.
I was surprised that I guess only beer went to the fucking grocery stores, right?
Mhm.
No liquor,
No,
shit
no,
like that,
no,
right?
no.
But imagine you lost that much money, right? They would never let go of LCBO now, and I don't think they're gonna let go of dispensaries.
Fuck, I don't know where they're making. Well, they're not making money in Ontario off their dispensaries.
Well,
they
I'm
shit
sure-
the bed so hard on that. Well, after the first 12 months, I remember seeing something. I didn't research further into it, so maybe this one thing that I saw on it was like CTV or Global or some shit. If it's inaccurate, whatever, fine. But what I saw was in the first 12 months, the country made $8 billion in profit off legal marijuana. Ontario lost $47 million. So the country made $8 billion, but Ontario lost $47 million.
Because people were like, "Fuck that."
Yeah.
What is it everywhere else?
What? Like the prices and shit? Oh, it's I don't know for sure, so I shouldn't speak on it too much. But I know they don't have, like here, where it's like $60,000. Yeah, I'm done with that. You can't be smoking fucking 6-inch granddaddy purple fucking joints on there. I'm fucking crippled. Anyway, the other provinces, they don't have like that lottery where you got to put up 60 G's to enter a lottery. And from what I understand, you also don't get that 60 grand back.
No, bro, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember what it was. I remember looking into it when it was just coming around, and I was like, "You have to be balling already." It's not like buying a Tim Hortons, but it's a fucking investment, that's for sure. Because for 60 grand, I can open all kinds of stores.
Not a Tim Hortons.
No, but I'm just saying for a fucking...
But that's just a lottery.
To rent a spot and get some inventory.
No, that was to enter the lottery, though. That was to spin the wheel to get a chance.
That's what I'm saying. So if you have that kind of cash laying around, if I have 60 grand, I can... You know what I'm saying? You can rent a spot and get inventory of whatever the fuck.
Oh, if I got 60 G's to invest in a business, I'm not giving it to the government in hopes they give me a license to
That's
open
what I
a
mean.
shitty
So
weed
you have
store.
to have 60 grand laying around. Then you're gonna have to rent a spot. Then you're gonna have to buy the shit from them.
From
at that
them,
price.
and it's old, it's stale, it's overpriced.
Well, I don't know. The shit that I got was pretty nice.
Fuck.
But fucking, what was it? It was I think it was $10 over. So not point per point. So 45 for a fucking 3.5. You know what I mean? $45 for fucking half a quarter. Because I remember I bought I don't remember what I paid, but I remember that day that I walked out with a half a quarter in papers.
A half quarter papers over $50, wasn't it? It was like
Something like that.
55, $56 or some shit.
I feel like I've invested in the economy for real.
Yeah.
Because holy shit.
It was before we had them here, and you were in Toronto, and you were like, "Fucking,
And it's not
I'm
like
gonna go
I
and check it
needed
out."
yeah, I just wanted to see it. Right?
Yeah.
Like the weed was good, but no, I would never come back.
Once we got them here recently, so I went and checked out the one on Fairway, and I was like, holy fuck, who the hell's buying shit here? The funniest thing I found about that place, though, is half quarters, $42.99 plus tax. And I was like, what the fuck am I buying here?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, I don't know. How are you pricing this shit?
They've done everything wrong. The Ontario government has fucked up every single step of legalizing marijuana here.
But these do still own, I guess each province would rule their shit differently, right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, they still own dispensaries all over the fucking country, right? The government.
Oh, it's province to province, though. I'm pretty sure in some places it's privatized. Like, anyone can open up. I'm sure in BC they don't give a fuck. BC, remember they said...
BC is across the fucking pond from California, right? So it's pretty fucking similar.
Not even the pond. Land.
No, I'm just saying. Don't you have to cross some sort of big bridge, no? From BC to California?
Oh, it's just a border. I don't know for sure, but it's a border.
Well, I'm pretty sure
Same as like Windsor to Detroit.
Is it land?
Well, it's a bridge. It might be a bridge, but
I thought it was over the fucking ocean.
across the pond means from fucking here to Europe, like England.
No, I just meant bottle of water. But anyways.
Bottle of water.
But anyways, yeah, they're so close, right? Because I remember Uber driver in California telling me that he just went to BC. I was like, what? That's suck at geography, right? Let's just get that clear.
That's true.
I don't fucking...
There's two things you suck at. It's geography and texting.
Yes.
Holy fuck. Decoding your messages is a fucking treat.
Bro, it's ADD. I get an idea and I gotta fucking... and then the next one comes, so this one's already sent, and then I go back, I'm like, what the fuck? So, I can't read them, bro.
At least there's some consistency, though, because some of the words, a lot of the words, I'm like, I know what that means.
Oh, it's because the phone remembers it, bro. sometimes it fucks me up from a good word to fucking back to a mistake, you know what I mean?
Holy shit.
I go too quick, man.
And I know what LOL in Russia looks like, in Russian looks like, too. It looks like non in French.
Non?
Well, I guess non in English, too. But just because of the way it looks like there's like slanted.
Yeah, they're out of...
They're like on those like, they look like
I can't even
cursive R's with an O in the middle.
Well, yeah, but an L in Russian, I can't even...
I don't know why I said it looks like French. I don't even know why it reminds me of French. Probably because 6-inch Granddaddy Purple joints.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to look at weed maps if they are somewhere else, and I'm like, I can't. I got lost.
Well, don't try to do two things at once right now.
Jesus.
Fuck.
This is the right 420, though. This is what I wanted. Smoke a nice fucking big joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And talk about shit, so my 420 turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Well, like we said, we're not fucking... I'm sure there's some people that just have massive celebrations. I remember last year, friggin' downtown City Hall, there was this thing going all over Reddit. There's going to be because it was legal, right? So there's going to be this big 420 celebration, and they're telling everyone to come. And because it's right around the corner from where I live, I was like, I'm going to check it out.
I remember hearing some shit like that.
So I walked by, there was like 8 people standing around a fucking picnic table. Holy shit. I was just like, I wasn't going like, I want to partake in the festivities. I was like, I got to see what kind of fucking
it's probably
losers
one
at
of
this
those
thing.
fucking activists or some shit trying to do something.
Yeah, you know what kind of, like, you know what kind of people are going to be there. Now, like a giant weed fest would be cool. Another one that shit the bed.
I was going to say, imagine Cannabis Cup or something.
And another one that shit the bed heavy last summer was at Binghamton's. They had something, it was like a big weed fest.
Or is that the one I'm thinking about? It was supposed to be like different vendors or some shit, or like, right?
And I there's no way I would have bought tickets to because they were like $60 or some shit. But I saw on Twitter, let me find this guy's name real quick so I can shout him out. He hooked me up with, well, he said on Twitter he got 2 free passes to this thing, and he had no use for them, so he was giving them away. Dan Lochner is his name, at Vidman, Vidman on Twitter. He's like a videographer for news stations around here.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's freelance or signed one. I think he does freelance and sells the footage to like Global CTV, all those like big news stations. So anyway, I saw it on there and I was like, oh shit, well, you know, I'll take the free passes. And I figured, you know, for $60 a ticket, there's probably something decent going on there, right? I got there were shitty glass blown pipes. There were these things called grow bags or some shit like that, and it looked like a hockey bag, but you can grow weed in it. There was Domino's Pizza, and there was like a...
Well, it's Bigman's, right? So
yeah, and there was like a place that sold like hot dogs and like fucking chips and shit like that. Yeah. And then they had some other bullshit set up, but none of it was anything. There was maybe, I don't know, 200 people there. It was the saddest thing ever. They did have a stage set up, though, for musical acts of some sort to come on. I don't know. It probably would have been a bunch of different genres of music. I didn't stick around till they got on. That might have been cool, depending on who was on stage. I don't think that wouldn't be Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa or Cypress Hill.
How big is it? You know what I mean?
No Rick James, rest in peace.
Something like that, they could have given some local artists. Right?
Yeah. But I mean, if you're charging $60 a ticket, the thing should already be bigger and better than what I saw there.
I wonder. It's also like the rental of Bigman's is not fucking cheap, I'm sure.
Oh, fuck
right.
no.
So they probably expected a bigger turnout than.
Yeah, no. From what I saw, it wasn't worth it. There's been nothing like that around here. It would be cool to go to like I've been to, you know, music festivals that are basically fucking raves back in the day, like 20 years ago, and that's a different thing. That's fucking popping ecstasy tablets and listening to music with lasers in it and shit. It's terrible.
They had the never after or whatever the fuck.
Ever after,
Ever
yeah,
After.
that shit was huge. But I mean, like a straight a weed festival with some real nice weed acts there that we could appreciate. That'd be all right.
It should get there at some point.
Oh, I'm sure they have them. Not here though.
No, I mean like it should get there here because
I know Sharon had something to do with, I think it was last summer, with Snoop concert in Toronto. Now, it wasn't like a weed festival, but marijuana was legal here then.
Is a fucking weed
That's
festival.
what I'm saying. It was so, and weed being legal here, I'm sure that was like a fucking weed festival.
Remember that? Where was it? Was it up in Smoke?
I went to that when it came to Toronto. That was
In
a
one of the
crazy
spots,
concert.
Snoop was saying, "Who's got a blunt, right?" And somebody threw him a stogie, and he lights it up.
Oh, I remember that.
And he's like, "What the, is this a?"
It wasn't Snoop. It was the host. He's a stand-up comedian. I forget his name, but it was like the host MC guy for the tour.
Was it? I don't know why the
Yeah,
picture
yeah,
Snoop
yeah.
doing this. Is this a fucking stogie? Are you
Yeah,
for real,
yeah,
man?
yeah. I don't know the dude's name though, but yeah, he's a stand-up comedian. He's been in some movies and shit too. Yeah, I think he was talking about Snoop or introducing Snoop,
I'm not
something
sure-
like that.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I picture Snoop saying it, but I might be wrong.
That was a crazy ass tour up in Smoke. Well, that's a whole
Exhibit was just talking about it on some interview. I don't remember where it was
on Hip Hop DX on their YouTube channel
because not Snoop Game mentioned something about him.
at the West Coast Hip Hop Summit
yeah.
or some shit like that, and somebody yelled out, "He's from New
From
Mexico."
Albuquerque or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. And
Yeah,
then
so
Exhibit said something like, "Corrupt's from Philadelphia."
Some shit like that.
Some
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that,
No,
yeah.
but he was talking about Up in Smoke, right? And he was saying that was the fucking. He said that was the pick of his career. He's like, I know I did it. You know what I mean?
It's
I
like
did
the
everything.
Avengers tour or some shit. Or like it was like being on tour with the Avengers or some shit. He said
It was. Think about it.
it's huge. The Rockefeller and Rough Rider tour that went on around the same time. The documentary for it was the backstage DVD, and it was like Jay-Z, DMX, plus like all Rockefeller, obviously, DMX plus a bunch of the Rough Riders, Meth, Red, Ja Rule, and like Ja Rule's. Ja Rule's popping at this time, right? This is before 50 Cent came on the scene. I forget who else was on that thing, but yeah, that tour was a huge one too, and it was around the same time, but all East Coast acts, right, as opposed to Up in Smoke tour.
I haven't heard about that one much. I haven't heard about it.
You should
until
check out
now,
the
to be honest
backstage
with you.
DVD. It's good. Well, I mean, look at that lineup right there at the top. You Jay-Z and DMX.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds pretty heavy, but I'm surprised I haven't.
It was a Hard Knock Life tour, I think it was. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called, the Hard Knock Life tour.
But still, though, I don't know. Like maybe, like the lineup sounds crazy and all that, but Ja Rule and all that. You know what I mean? Like
Even a Mill,
DMX and Jay-Z,
female
like
artist
especially
from Rockefeller was around.
what?
A Mill, the female artist from
yeah.
Rockefeller, she was even on that thing. We're getting way off course here, so I guess we'll see. It'd be fun to smoke weed at one of those, right? That way we can tie it all in. That was weak and cheap, but it worked. Anyway, like we said at the start, we're not, we don't germinate seeds.
Yeah,
we don't dig for medicinal purposes. We're like, oh, this strain with this fucking herbal tea and a dose of this CBD, it helps my fucking toes. Like, we're not into all that shit. We smoke
we
weed
just appreciate it
recreationally.
enough to.
We love it. We appreciate it. It's probably the best thing you can do, to like rewind, unlax, unwind, relax, and kick back as opposed to alcohol, which I'm also a fan of, or obviously other things. It's just it's the fucking wonder drug. It does so many things.
It's an alien plant, like Joe Rogan said.
Yeah,
You can do anything with it, right?
Yeah.
You can build with it. You can make clothes out of it. You can smoke it. You can eat it.
Yeah, it's a plant that should be celebrated.
Exactly.
Hope everyone's
so we
having
did our thing for it, right?
Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good 420. You got anything else to say before we get out of here?
No, I'm good. I'm good, man. It's been a nice little ride on that Grande.
Right? Yeah, I know I can barely fucking see.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, everyone, have a happy 420. Follow the show on Twitter at The Building DT. You can follow and subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, TalkShoe, Google Play Music, Stitcher, all those places. Thanks for tuning in. Happy smoking. Peace.
Peace out.
Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.